So it's Friday. Once again, it can only mean one thing. It's time for a weekly update on the council with the leader of Stockport Council, Elise Wilson. Elise, what's been happening this week? Retail is opening, shops are happening, people are queuing. What's been going on in Stockport?
Yeah, people are queuing. It's starting to open. One Stockport, we launched One Stockport, and which is about helping our non-essential businesses opening in our town centre and in our district centres. So we knew that shops could start to open this week, and we've seen some of them open in Mersey and slowly more and more are coming along. We know that Stockport Marketplace is open, and what we're seeing now, some of those shops throughout the underbank open. And what One Stockport's about is really making sure that as we look to ease lockdown, as the shops are opening again, we're doing that safely, that we're looking out for each other, that we continue to look out for each other, and that we continue to support those local businesses that have gone through a tough time like the rest of us throughout this crisis. Some of them are struggling through the crisis, still being there, some of them having to close, and it's about how we can get there, support them, shop local, and do it safely, protecting each other.
Great. So shops are opening. It looks like another big week next week because some of the independents will be opening, like you say, on the back of Primark and the bigger shops in town centre. So could be all back to normal soon, possibly.
Possibly. I think we still need to be really careful, and we do need to remember that Public Health England advice at the minute hasn't significantly changed recently. We do still need to maintain social distancing. We need to remember to keep washing our hands, using sanitizers. We want to also remember that if you're in on public transport, or you're in spaces where you can't maintain your social distancing, you want to be wearing face coverings. So I think all of those still apply, and this virus hasn't gone away. It's just that we've been able to get a bit of a grip over it, and we've been able to put ourselves in a better position to manage it. But the virus hasn't gone away. So it is about just being careful, looking after ourselves, looking after each other, and as the government says, stay alert, I think.
And lots of talk about the hospitality market opening very soon. 4th of July. Has that been confirmed yet?
No, we're still waiting for absolute confirmation that that's happening. What we have been told is that that's still the aim of the government, that's still what they're working towards, and that they would like the industry to work towards that date as well. I think the government wants to continue to see, like I said before, the virus is still here, so we just want to make sure that we're still all going in the right direction with that. But yes, there is a firm commitment that we should be aiming for the 4th for the hospitality sector. It is probably quite difficult, and I know that the hospitality sector has struggled quite a lot, and there'll be people within those industries that are worried about how things are going to go. So we know that there's been quite a lot of work on webinars and support on the Stockport Business Recovery website. I think also the Greater Manchester Growth Hub has also got support available there, and I've been leading a task force with Sasha Lord, the nighttime economy staff that Andy Burnham appointed, to really see how we could support that industry. But it is a worry if you have a restaurant, for example, and you need to maintain the 2-metre distancing, and that will impact on how many people you can have in your restaurant, how many plates of food you can serve, and yet you still need to employ the same amount of staff. So I think there is some real challenges there, certainly around furloughing and about licensing of the premises, and maybe being able to use outside space, and just how the numbers stack up, really. So we're waiting for a lot of information from government on how that's actually going to work if the government want this industry to be opening up on the 4th of July.
So if you're in hospitality, it's time to clean out, get flushing the pipes, get ready for business, potentially. Risk assessments are quite a big issue as well. I think Totally Stockport have got some risk assessments on their website. And like you say, on the SK Business Recovery site, there's been some seminars on risk assessments. So in terms of business then, those discretionary grants still going out. I think we're on for Is there around 3 of that?
Yes, there is, and it's because we've been really committed on making sure that we get this money out as quickly as we can, and really trying to fill the gaps for those businesses that haven't been successful or so far, or who were not eligible in the first place. I think businesses like the people of Stockport, the businesses of Stockport have really been quite special. I know we've spoken about this quite a bit, and I find it quite emotional how we've all pulled together through this crisis in Stockport. And I think we've seen businesses come together supporting, for example, the Stockport Business Recovery website and the work that they've done there. But also there's been some real, it's the small things as well as the big things that have mattered. I know the Allied Bakeries, for example, they've done such a lot to support the people of Stockport with donations for bread. I think over 10,000 loaves they donated. I think Dodd Group as well donated a van and a driver. But up and down across our borough, there are those businesses, those small businesses, big businesses, really looking out for each other, really helping, making sure that those that need to stay open, those that need to work, that their supply chains are there, that they're able to support each other, that they're able to help customers who are self-isolating, going out of their way. And I think just to come back to One Stockport, I think that's what this is about, and this is an opportunity now for the people of Stockport to kind of repay that and to shop local and to remember them and to stick by and buy local.
So the message is there on onestockport.co.uk. Stick together and safe shopping, and of course, let's get ready for business in the hospitality sector. Elise Wilson, leader of Stockport Council, thank you once again.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And we'll look for another update, hopefully next week, things moving even faster.
Yeah, yes.